Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, the 27th of September, and I didn't do a video intro of myself because there's other people in the studio and I didn't want them to think I was crazy. I haven't actually told anyone at my studio that I've started a vlog, so for now it's a big secret. So this morning I am getting a couple of orders ready from the weekend. One customer's ordered some cards and a wheat bag. I love my greeting cards. I get them made on 100% recycled cardstock, and the printer, who is in Melbourne, use only vegetable and soy-based ink, so really the most sustainable printer you can get. And that is the same for my wheat bag printers. So where I get my fabric printed, it's a different place, but they also use really sustainable inks. So I haven't got any wheat bags pre-made at the moment, so I'm just getting them out ready to sew and fill. To pack my greeting cards, I use just some craft paper. I used to use the cello plastic bags, but I really don't like to use them. So I do have it on my website if a customer really wants the packaging with the plastic, then they can tick a little box, but generally most people, thankfully, select unpackaged, and then I just use this paper, keep it nice and safe. And then I always put them in a little rigid mailer. However, because this is going with a wheat bag, I just use some recycled cardboard from boxes where I've received mail. Some boxes I use for my wholesale orders, so I keep together, but other ones that have got like extra bits, I'll just keep the strips because they are perfect to create a little rigid mailer for the cards when they're going in with other things. So really great way to recycle the packaging. It's not beautiful, but it's functional and it's environmentally friendly. So that's my preference, and thankfully I have a great customer base who have sustainability as one of their top priorities as well. And then if I'm able to avoid packaging tape completely, I will. Sometimes I will use washi tape, but I have put all my washi tape, my tub of washi tape, in a secret place after my last kids' workshops in the last school holidays. I don't know where they are. Anyway, so I just use some natural twine to tie the package up, and then I find I don't actually need any tape at all. So very nice. Okay, back home now. I got my orders posted and now I'm just drawing in my sketchbook. So I'm really excited because October's coming up. I'm going to be participating in a few of the drawing daily prompt challenges. So the ones I've chosen to do are the furry little Peachtober. Since I found art studio vlogs a few months ago, I'm just obsessed. So I've been trying to find as many as I can. One of the favourite ones I found is Furry Little Peach, who is also Australian, which is great. So her Peachtober challenge is awesome. And I am also doing Cheektober by Apple Cheeks. She is another one of my favourite studio vloggers that I've found. So I love her challenges. You can see on the left there the little apple people. That was her day one. So I'm just getting a couple of days ahead because I've got a fairly busy week. And I'm also going to do the Inktober challenge. So I'm not going to pressure myself to do every single day, but I want to do as many days as possible, literally just because it's good practice for me to be sketching in my sketchbook again after not having a dedicated sketchbook where I'm just drawing and painting and stuff for so long. So this is really good for me. Absolute zero pressure on myself to make beautiful pictures. It's really all about just getting the markers and the fine liners and the paints out and just having a play. Who knows what characters I'll come up with that I might use at a later date for a different project, whether that be an art print, a wheat bag, stickers, who knows. I'd love to do some brooches in the future. So I used to do handmade brooches, but haven't done them in a long time, so I'd love to get back to that. Now we are colouring in the commission. So you'll know if you watched my last week's vlog, I was working on a commission piece for a client. I took quite a while longer than I was supposed to get the line work sort of through for approval. I originally did 2 separate sketches, which she loved both, but kind of wanted to incorporate the 2 of them into one, which I did in last week's vlog. And she has sent me through a reference image for colours that she'd love to use. So I'm basically just using that little image on the bottom left corner there to guide me in picking out some of the colours for this project. So this is the fun bit. I mean, the whole thing's been fun actually, just drawing and then colouring in though, this part, love it. It's just basically like colouring in, isn't it? So fun. Late lunch here. I am halfway through colouring in my the commission piece. I'm liking it. It's not normally the normal color palette I would use because I really like more these colors, pinks and teals and aquas and stuff, but it's looking really great. And now I've just made myself a delicious soy and linseed with cucumber and whole grain mustard sandwich. So just having a little break, and I'm listening to an amazing audiobook at the moment. It's called Still Like an Artist. I'll link it below for my Audible. But yeah, it's really cool, very inspiring. So I've finished that commission. I've just sent it through to my client to make sure she's happy with the colours. I've just gone through some of my artwork on Procreate because I want to get some mini prints made up in A5 size because I'm starting a monthly market next month. I haven't done markets in so long, but I'm going back to doing this particular market, which is Emu Plains Market. It's just once a month, and I'm doing that because I need to grow my email list. I have a very, very small email list because I'm very naughty in this business. I just didn't collect people's emails for years and years, and now I'm getting focused on sending out regular emails to my following. So I want to build that. And also it'll be nice just to get out there and talk to people in person again. So I'm doing a series of mini prints. I'm thinking the 3 I'm going to start with for the mini prints. This is this guy. How do I zoom out? That one, which is a typography print from Maya Angelou quote. And the next one is this one. I'm not sure about that one, but I think I like it. I think it'll look really nice on I use recycled cardstock. Well, my printer does that I'm using. And this one is my favorite. I feel like this will look really good. I'm contemplating doing that one in a greeting card as well, but I might just start with a mini print and see how it goes. It's got a little quote that I wrote. It says, "Find what makes you bloom and do that, because life is too short to be doing things that don't light you up inside." So now I've also just found another started but not finished project in Procreate, which I would love to turn this into a greeting card or a mini print as well. So I'll show you. It did say be kind to yourself, but I didn't like the typography, how I created it, so I'm redoing it. This one around the edges, it's hard to see, but it's actually just heaps of really tiny thin lines doodled. So when I first got my iPad Pro, which was literally only last year, I think, I'd never had an iPad before. I put it on my phone plan because it was so expensive. I just started when I was, had 10 minutes to spare, would sit down and doodle around the edges of this one, and I kind of just forgot about it. And it's just been sitting in there ever since, and I found it and thought, oh yeah, I loved that. I'm going to finish that one. And I'll just keep doodling around the edges when I've got time. So this isn't an urgent project, but I just want to get the typography looking how I want it to look. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday the 27th. No, it is Tuesday the 28th of September 2021. I'm in the studio. I got my greeting card order back from the printers last week, but I didn't quite get a chance to fold the cards. So my cards come from the printers flat, but they have the score line for where it needs to fold. So it's super easy to fold, and I actually love this. I love folding my cards. I find it really relaxing. So it's just one of those repetitive processes that's super easy. And that's my Merry Christmas to You hand-drawn design. So many pretty Christmas cards. It is getting that time of year. I have started getting quite a few Christmas card orders. So it was great to get all these folded and sorted and put in their containers. I'm using my little Bluetooth speaker as a little paperweight just to help flatten the curve a little bit. Now this card, You Can Do Hard Things, is one of my newest designs. I haven't even uploaded this to the website yet. Slack O. So that is actually something I need to do. I just need to take some nice photos of it and then I'll get it up there. It's funny actually, that is one of the things that I'm a bit notoriously bad at, actually getting my products uploaded to the website and my Etsy shop if I'm selling them on there too. Like seriously, I've done that before in previous businesses years and years ago. I think it was 2004, 2005. I started an online scrapbooking website. Okay, so it was literally just after I had my first baby, Emma, in 2003. I got really hardcore into scrapbooking. It was actually what helped me rediscover my creativity after having a very, very uncreative period from when I was a teenager. And I'd buy all this stock and then not even put it on my website. So I wondered why I wasn't like making enough money in that business. Although I rarely do that sort of behavior in this business, thankfully. But yeah, definitely need to get these cards up. Good morning. It is Wednesday, the 29th of September. I have been up for about an hour. It's 8 o'clock. Had my morning coffee and I found my beautiful little May Gibbs coffee mug, which is great. This morning I have gotten a few things ticked off already. I'm just finishing up setting up some files for some mini prints. So I haven't done mini prints before. I used to do lots of prints in A4 and A3 size, but I have decided to do a few A5 postcard size mini prints, which I will upload to my website and I will also then offer at some upcoming markets that I'm doing. Here's Flossie. Poor Flossie hasn't been feeling well this last couple of weeks. She seems okay this morning, but she's been really sick. She's had some blood tests and an ultrasound at the vet, and we're just waiting on a second blood test to come back. They think she might have an underactive thyroid. Anyway, hopefully it's not too serious. I'm just going to get 50 prints of each and see how they go. So I created all of those images in Procreate and then I've just transferred them over to Illustrator just to do the crop marks and stuff. So that is my morning. They are ready to go to print. My diary is getting some things checked off already, which is great. Now, next on this morning's agenda is looking at maybe doing a calendar for 2022. I'm just not sure. The place I want to get them printed, which uses only sustainable inks, so they're really environmentally friendly. All the paper's 100% recycled. They just do a landscape calendar, and I don't do a lot of landscape, so I'm just going to have a look through some of my artwork from this year and last year that could potentially be changed or cropped from a portrait to landscape. So I'm going to have a look at that. I was thinking, is it too late to organise calendars? But I don't think so. It's still September, even if I just get 10 printed and see how they go. So yeah, I'm just going to spend an hour looking through my images, seeing if I can find something, 12 pictures that would be great for a calendar. And then I'm going to start working on some new eye pillow designs that I popped into my sketchbook last night that I need to go through and digitize in Procreate. First up though, I just realised with my mini prints I need to do a backing design. So for the back side of the print, I thought I'd just put my artwork by Rondell Douglas or Rondell Designs. Just sort of having a little play around with some ideas. And I do like the idea of them being able to use it as an actual postcard if they want. So I'm kind of leaving as much space blank as I can and just having my details down the bottom in case they need to remember who I am and how to find me. I'm using the dry ink brush, and I absolutely love this brush. I love how it looks. I love the color combo. I'm using my branding colors, which is, I think it's about 5 colors. I should know that off by heart, shouldn't I? It's like a light pink, a dark pink, a mustardy color, a teal, a dark blue, like a cobalt blue, and that darker sort of aqua sort of color. Really cute. So it's nearly 11 o'clock. Flossie and I are still lying in bed working. I am so excited. So I have been considering doing a calendar for next year, like I said earlier, and I'm just going through my existing artwork to see if I could get 12 designs that would be suitable, and I think I'm nearly there. So I might just get 10 printed and see how they look. I just have to pick the images that I'm going to use though. So I'm literally just going in, finding my existing artworks, cropping the images to the correct size, which is landscape A4, and okay, I think that's right. Oh, shizzles, better actually crop it. Same as Gertie. Save. Now check out the ones I've got so far. So I'm just literally, that's just from going through my artwork. So I'm going to keep going, do a few more, and I think I'll print them all on A4, and then I'll sort of decide which ones I think will look the best with each other. Because I mean, I don't want it to be super higgledy-piggledy and random. I want them to kind of flow. I'm thinking by the look of the ones I've got, it's probably going to be more of like a mixed media theme. So I'm excited. But I'm still feeling really lazy, like I'm doing nothing because I'm literally working from bed. It's okay, I'll get up in a minute, okay? I just found this incredible photo of one of my paintings, mixed media paintings that I created at art school. And I've just been, because it wasn't a nice white background, I've just live traced it. And now I am going around and just erasing that background. So it's just like the fishbowl / vase / terrarium, whatever it is. Oh my gosh, I think this is going to make a super cute page in my calendar. And I'm also thinking this could be a fun sticker or brooch or pin. I'm thinking about getting some enamel, no, not enamel, acrylic brooches made, and I think that would be super cute. Anyway, I'm probably going to spend the next hour just playing with this guy in Illustrator, just cleaning it up and seeing what I can turn it into. As you can see, I made it out of my bed and as far as the dining table. So now I'm working on those eye pillow designs that I mentioned earlier that I created in my sketchbook, and I'm just digitizing in Procreate before I send to my printer. I tell you what the scary moment is when you've done a design and you think you're finished and you remove the layer that you used to trace, because having that layer behind sometimes gives it a little false sense of completion. So let's go. Oh, yay, not so bad. It just needs a bit more at the top here, I think, and then we'll be ready. Okay, so I've just finished this one. I think it's super pretty and cute. And that is ready to send to Illustrator to get turned into an eye pillow. I've just created the file with all my designs, the 3 limited edition ones, and now I'm going to send them to print. I've decided to keep that one just very basic because I thought this would be the eye pillows would be a really cool present for like dads and partners and stuff too. And I know a lot of people find it really hard to buy for the fellas. So I think this would be a fun little cute prezi, but I didn't want to make it too like love hearty and floral, so that's why I've left that one quite basic. And also for people that don't want to see the full swear word, that just sort of makes it a little bit more friendly. Good morning, it's Thursday the 30th of September. It's 8:30 in the morning. I just woke up and I've just found my dog who's passed away. So she was 10 and she's had real issues the last 2 weeks. She's been really sick, just not herself, just really not herself. So I've had blood tests and ultrasounds and they discovered she had underactive thyroid, so we thought great, that's fine. She can just go on medication, but like last night, like midnight, she was crying out in pain, so I took her to the vet hospital and the vet there thought that she actually might have a brain tumor or a brain stem clotting on her brain stem because her responses were quite typical for that sort of thing. So she gave her some pain medication and I brought her home. So we probably would have had to decide like to get her put to sleep maybe in this next week. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I'm kind of glad that she's gone at home in her bed, but not as well, because I was sitting with her for a while when we got home until she went to sleep, because she was still sort of crying a bit. But yeah, then I feel bad that I've left her, but it could have been any time throughout the night that she's gone. And I feel really bad that my partner, it's really really his dog. She loves him so much. He's away until December, so he didn't even get to see her or say goodbye, which is really sad. So I'm going to take her to the vet now and get her cremated. Not a nice way to start the day. Hey guys, it's Friday morning. I had a really bad day yesterday. It was, anyone that's had a dog knows what it's like when you lose a dog. They're such an important part of your family, especially I think if they're like, my dogs have been inside dogs always. We have had Flossie for about 3.5 years. She was rehomed to us from my brother when he went through a divorce. And before that we had Summer, and she passed away about 3 years ago. We'd only had Flossie for a few months when Summer passed away. She was 12, she had cancer. So although it was absolutely devastating to lose her, we had Flossie still, which I don't know, I think it made a big difference, because this morning when I woke up, it was just really quiet and horrible, and I just keep like thinking I hear her snoring or grunting. Like, to me, she used to grunt to say, okay, I need to go up to the toilet, please. So this is a really, really huge adjustment for our family, but I had to come and make this wholesale order. So today I'm just at the studio for a few hours working on a wholesale order. So I've got these mini rice bags, which are all my designs. Some of them are digital illustrations, some of them I've photographed original paintings, and so I've got quite a stack of these to I'm just finishing hand stitching them. I've sewn them on the sewing machine and filled them with rice. I'm just going to finish those here. I'm the only one here because we're still in lockdown in Melbourne. Because I'm an e-commerce business, I'm very lucky to be able to work away from home. Most of the people at our co-working space are working from home at the moment, so it's really quiet. So I'm just finishing this up. Then I'm going to go home and take my girls to the pier in Dramana because they just haven't been outside. They've not been outside hardly at all. After we get back from the pier, I'm going to work on day one's prompt for Inktober, which is crystal. My next door neighbour is Juz Savage, and she makes beautiful little reusable face cloths and lots of other things. How gorgeous is that green wall? I love it. And then next to Juz is Imeldo. So they make amazing acrylic earrings and accessories. Their space is so pretty. I just love it. It's just gorgeous. My workshop space downstairs is an absolute hot mess at the moment. That's where we do our workshops as well as have our pop-up shop. That little studio downstairs that you just saw is currently just being used for storage. One of our studio residents has hired it out as storage, but previous to that, my partner had his barber studio in there. He's just having a break from barbering at the moment. This is my Nana and Pa. Their middle names are Rita and Frank. They're the inspiration behind my co-working space's name. I wanted to create a creative hub where everybody could come and feed off of each other, be inspired, but also have a dedicated workspace. Because for me, working from home was an absolute nightmare. I just didn't have a space to dedicate to my work. So this studio is just perfect for me. I love it so much. And I feel like it's a really nice way to remember my grandparents who have both passed. They were both very creative. My pa was really artistic, even though he never really pursued it in any way. And my nana was the ultimate crafter. Okay, pier time. It is windy, but it's a really nice day. It's really mild weather. Coming out of the freezing cold finally. I felt like a fizzy drink and I found a really nice Portello, so yum. I probably have a Portello maybe like once a year. Look at all those beach boxes. They are the favourite thing for me. And while we were out, I checked my PO box, which is actually at Dramana, and this amazing delivery came from Mari Bray. I actually forgot that I bought this for my daughter for her birthday. Completely forgot. That's the one I want. I've never ordered them before from her, but I'm going to order them. So Lily, who turned 16 on Saturday, she got to open this, and I was not sure if she'd like it, but I think you'll tell that she does. That's amazing. Oh, ta-da! And look at the back of her. Read what it says on the back.
Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't she cute?
That's so adorable.
It says, "Dear love, show me the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is." Okay, Saturday morning, the 2nd of October. I was up nice and early because I'm doing an online webinar for a real estate conference that I am part of. I don't invest in real estate at the moment, but I've always wanted to invest in real estate, and it's kind of one of the contributing factors why I set up my co-working space. My partner and I call ourselves rentrepreneurs because we don't actually own the factory, but we rent it and then we sublease the little studio and desk spaces out. So yeah, I've always wanted to invest in real estate, but I went through a divorce 10 years ago. I did own my house at that time. My ex-husband was not interested at all in doing real estate. And then I basically had to start over from scratch with 3 small children. And I just made the decision, instead of going back to full-time work after I got divorced, to actually go to art school and do my diploma in illustration. So I did that over 3 years part-time. because my girls were quite young, so I still wanted to sort of be quite a present parent as well, which I love and have absolutely no regrets. I got to do all the excursions, helped in the canteen, all of that stuff, so I was always really quite present. But obviously that made, financially, we've been really low income actually. And it's really only the last couple of years where we've started to sort of improve a little bit. My business still does not make enough to financially support me and my family 100%. I do still get a bit of help from the government. And I have also, once I finished my diploma, I have always sort of had a part-time job, either doing working in the canteen, or I worked in my friend's cafe for a couple of years, just part-time. Even last year I did 3 months of cleaning because I had all these big events and markets planned and everything shut down because of COVID. So I went and did residential cleaning for 3 months, which was actually quite fun. Basically a paid workout. But I actually got really, they don't know if it was like the start of carpal tunnel syndrome or what, but because such manual labour all day, my hands, I was waking up every night, every couple of hours with numb or tingling hands. Eventually my doctor did a few different tests and she just said, I think you're better off not cleaning because it's just going to get worse. So now this little dodgy, not my best work fox is my take on the day 2 Inktober challenge. So it was suit was the word, but like I said earlier in this video, I am trying to do these prompts without too much pressure on myself to make beautiful pictures. Just go with it and have fun. Then I also managed to work on day 2 for Peachtober and Cheektober, which the top one was smoke for Peachtober, and the Cheektober was dancing flowers, which you can just see in the little bottom corner there. I'm putting all these on my Instagram, of course, too, which is just at Rondell. There's a link in the description if you want to have a look. This page is just a really fun, relaxing doodling I'm doing. I really love leaves, as you can probably tell. And just while I'm listening to this seminar and they're doing little TED Talks in the breaks, I'm just sort of drawing while I'm listening. Nice way to spend the weekend, actually. After a very, very sad week with losing Floss, we were just super chilled on this weekend. I was doing my seminar, my girls were just playing video games or cleaning their room. Hello, it is Sunday the 3rd of October. I am just in my bedroom contemplating putting my clothes away. I'm not even going to show you the pile, it's huge. Yeah, I haven't done a drawing challenge. I don't know if I've ever done one, to be honest. So I'm doing 3. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it up the whole month, but if I don't, that's totally fine. I just went to Officeworks and bought another whiteboard, which is here. And I'm going to put it up. So I've got this whiteboard, which I've put in my bedroom instead of at my studio because it's got like my income goals for the year. And I didn't really have anywhere at my studio to put it. The walls are pretty much taken. So, and I've got my little office set up downstairs at my co-working space, but the backing of that, I want to be some paintings and artwork for when I'm doing Zooms and stuff. So I'm putting this new one next to my income tracker, which if you can see, I haven't even been tracking. I've done May, that was the last one. This is going to be like my month's calendar that I can look at first thing in the morning when I wake up and last thing at night when I go to bed. Some people would say that's bad, maybe bad feng shui, but for me it's great because it keeps me inspired. wanted to show you my new whiteboard. So I've just put, basically, I want to be uploading my vlog every Tuesday. I've got someone helping me with emails, so they're going out. I've got Friday seems to be the launch day. I'll see how that goes. I may change them to Thursdays, but I'm launching my mini prints and sweary eye pillows this next Friday. So I'm very excited to have this. I know some people will say it's bad feng shui to have it in your bedroom, but I think for me, this is what it will be when I wake up. This is the first thing I'll see. I'm excited. How adorable are these Care Bear earrings? They are from Erstwilder. I think it's Erstwilder or Erstwilder. It's an Australian brand and they are cute. They've done a collaboration with Care Bear. It's the end of this weekly vlog. I thought I might start doing a Monday morning what I want to get done in the week, and then a Sunday afternoon review if I actually got it done. More for myself. You guys, I hope, could possibly get something out of it, but I just thought it'd be really cool to keep me motivated and keep me on task, because if I'm telling you what I'm going to get done and then I don't get anything done, you can go, hey. I thought it would be fun to look back on in like a year's time or something too, and just see what I was doing in a week back in this time. This week on my little weekly to-do list, I actually was supposed to do a lot of painting for my Little Darlings collection, which is releasing on the 15th, which, can you see? That's the only one that's actually finished. This is a sketch, which I'm going to do that as one of the paintings, I think for sure. But I literally didn't get not any painting, physical painting done this week. But I'm going to give myself a break because we lost our dog and it's been a really hard week. It's literally the first time I have not had a dog in the house in 11 years, and it's really confronting of actually how much a part of my daily routine she was. If I was working at the studio all day, which I haven't been because my kids have been remote learning, but when I do, make sure I come home at lunchtime to take her out for a wee and then feed her and then give her cuddles. And also at nighttime I always take her out for a wee before I go to bed, and just hearing her snorting. Stuffies are generally quite snorty, so missing hearing her snoring and just having her around, like having a dog around the house. It's very, very strange and I do not like it at all. We will get another dog, probably two, not straight away, but we definitely want to get a poundy, so we'll go and get a rescue dog once we can actually go, because there's still lockdowns here, so we can't go probably for another month or so, which I think I have some time to properly grieve for Floss, but that would be nice to get another dog sooner rather than later. So I'm giving myself a break that I didn't get a lot done this week. What I was supposed to do is lots of painting for the collection, the Little Darlings collection. Mini print order, I did do that. Upload vlog, I did that. I'm really enjoying the commitment I'm making to a weekly vlog, even if not many people are watching. That is totally fine. I find it really helpful for myself as well. And obviously the more I do, the better I'll get. The editing, I know, is nothing exciting at the moment, but I will improve with time. Also doing a life coaching course, which I started during COVID last year because it just seemed like a good idea at the time. Don't ask me why. It's very expensive, and so I'm not going to do it. I have to do it. I kind of put it off for a few months and then I forget about it completely, and then I'm like, oh, I've got to get that course done. I think the way I would use it in the future, I don't want to be a life coach as such, but I love the idea of maybe at some point becoming like a creative business coach, something like that. So I'm getting a lot out of the course itself, but I think I'm not going to implement straight away probably. Or I might do like one-on-one sessions with people who's just starting out in their creative business. So it's definitely going to be used in some way, and that will mean I'm fully accredited and certified life coach with the Worldwide Coaching Association, or whatever it is called. Anyway, I've just got to send the paperwork for my part 1 module. That's all I've got to do, but I haven't done it. So that was what I was supposed to do this week, but I didn't do it, so I'll do it next week. Colour commission. So I coloured my commission, I sent it off, she loved it, she's paid me for it, that's all done. And finish a marketing course. I did a little 4-module marketing course with a really successful Australian entrepreneur, Roxy Jasenko, who owns Sweaty Betty PR. So I've just got one little module to do on that, and then I can finish that, which I didn't get done. So I'll do that next week. What are other things I did get done though? I literally designed and ordered my brand new limited edition sweary eye pillows. So the fuck off eye pillows, which I'm super excited about. The fabric should get here probably Wednesday next week. I also organised some of my greeting cards. Did a lot of digital drawing. I've started the 3 October drawing challenges. I'm loving that. I started a new sketchbook, which is incredible. I'm so excited. So I got this sketchbook, which is a Strathmore sketchbook, and I think I said in last week's vlog, my sketchbooks up until now have just literally been the binder, the ring binder ones, and I end up using them for notes and business stuff, and when I go to flick through a completed book, only like 1 in 3 or 4 pages is actually art. So this one is just for art. So I just did my little intro. I'm interested to see the start date and the finish date. That little guy there is just a little foxy or wolf or something, and these little guys here. Filling my first sketchbook up. I'm so excited. So I have been doing that this week. That's good. I also just mowed the back lawn, which was quite overgrown. So I'm doing a few things, and I'm excited to start next week's vlog tomorrow morning. I'm going to have my list of goals for the week ready to go, and I'm going to make you guys hold me accountable to see if I get them all done. Next week has to be lots of painting because I've literally run out of time not to be painting. So I hope you guys have a really great week next week. Thank you so much for watching my vlog. If you've got any comments or questions, do pop them down below. I'll do a couple of links to my sketchbook and some other things that I've used this week in the description also, and I will see you next week.